further from where they've spawned. If we trace the woodcatcher sightings back to where the smallest ones are, we'll be likely to find wherever it is that they spawned. Coincidentally, those markings also happen to line up with places where people have spotted the sixth animal. Something tells me it's not a coincidence. Intuition says that they're related, but I hesitate to jump to conclusions. I'll see what I can find, bro. It's unfortunate I can't bring you with me, but this map is already a great help. Thank you. Forest corruption. Pharrell told me about mysterious forest corruption in Grantree and gave me a map to follow. I'll investigate it after the first full moon. I have more urgent things to attend to right now, but I can visit to the Great Forest after our first incursion on Castle Lamar. Let's go meet with this Well, I turn to my hands and locate Desiree at the jeweler's shop. Ah, Desiree, it appears that your companion is here. Daniel, I was wondering when you'd come round again. Your visit is actually well timed. I think we're doing as much as we can here. That's a scoop on the brooch. For my estimation, this is not what's sometimes referred to as a resonator stone. It has a few magical properties, but nothing too useful. You might be able to perform a few parlour tricks, like to pop the snap of a finger, levitate a small napkin, drink water or cook without raising it to your lips, and so on. Very simple and trivial tasks that are more impressive than they are practical. The thing that makes these resonators so interesting is the way that they are made. I don't have much documentation on the process itself. It's a kind of artifact that is forged by both a jeweler and a witch. In most cases, combining things like metals and precious stones with bits of a person's hair or spit. Through the forging process, the resonator becomes attuned to a specific user. That's how you even know someone was a magical aptitude can perform simple magic tricks using a resonator. I don't understand. This resonator was made specifically for Desiree. Desiree, is this something your mother could have made when you were just an infant? I don't think so. As far as I know, my mother had this brooch before I was born. That is in line with my own hypothesis regarding this artifact. You see, resonators have another interesting property. They're specifically attuned to a specific user, but the traits that allow an individual to use the resonator are partly hereditary. It would stand to reason that if the resonator had been attuned to Desiree's mother, then Desiree would possess some of that attunement as well. Now granted, Desiree and her mother are not the same person. Every person is a mix of two parents after all. That would explain why the resonator doesn't respond as strongly as Desiree. For one thing, she's noticed nothing special about the brooch at first. It wasn't until I began to apply different chemicals to it that it started responding to her touch. My theory is that simply cleaning the brooch and exposing it to different power sources helped me to catalyse its response to her. Also, the resonator doesn't respond that strongly to her. I've gotten a little better at using it. The glow when I first touched it is a lot stronger, and it was actually gets a little warm. But I can't, for example, like for fire using it, which I believe was its original attending function. One of the questions I have for Desiree is how and why her mother could have this brooch made. As I mentioned, the process for creating a resonator like this is far from trivial. One of the attractions of an artifact like this is that it can be used as a display of wealth, so how a woman of modest means managed to get one is a serious question indeed. One of the work to have made for Fabergé Erasmus, I must have paid him for brooch to be made as a gift. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if old man Fabergé himself was the jeweller to make this brooch. That would make sense after all. Fabergé Erasmus was jeweller first, nobleman second. Although he didn't practice commercial jewellery making in his later years, it's not even conceivable that he could have kept up jewellery making for a private hobby and made personal effects such as this one for the people who worked on his estate. Fabergé was well known for his generosity. Indeed, I think the most compelling case for assuming this is Fabergé Erasmus's own handiwork is the fact that there is no stamp or seal anywhere on the brooch. A commercial jeweller would have left a personal stamp, partly due to just a simple practice, partly as a verification of authenticity. It's possible this brooch did once have a commercial stamp and was either deliberately filed or away or worn off with age, but I doubt that myself, as I found no evidence of excessive wear or tampering. Well, there's no way to verify for certain that this brooch was specially made by Fabergé Erasmus as a personal gift to the Disraeli's mother. All signs point to it, and if that's true, this is a very enticing piece indeed. What's so enticing about it? Fabergé Erasmus, one of the most famous jewellers of all Hammerhands. Someone found a never-before brooch made by the man himself, uncovered after decades of being buried away in the vaults where it could cause quite a stir among enthusiasts. If this brooch went to auction, you can fetch, well, let's just say that if Disraeli sold this brooch, she wouldn't have to work for a very long time. Not going to happen. No, I think this is worth more valuable than money. That brooch is one of them. Fair enough. By all means, keep the brooch. A jeweller like me should understand more than anyone's value of sentiment over money. After all, the value of a wedding ring has less to do with the handiwork, craftsmanship of the man who made it than the love and devotion of the man who bought it. Thank you for your assistance. You've been tremendous help. As for payment, I wouldn't dream of taking it. Just you said yourself, I think it's more valuable in this world than money. Sentiment ranking high among them. Spending several days handling a brooch for Fabergé Erasmus himself, combining his handiwork and technique, seek his unique brand style. It's all a jeweller can ever dream of. Take the brooch, my blessing. You're such impressed by bringing it here. I have no words, thank you. Ooh. So where do we go from here? I've talked about using this brooch as leverage to get John out of jail, and I want to know what it's worth. This red trails on me, looking in the eye, questioning me. Please don't get the wrong idea. I've no intention of running off with this thing and leaving down to rot. His fate weighs heavily on my soul, and no amount of riches would change that. What I mean is this, knowing what his brooch is worth, I think we may be able to get more than just Glan's freedom. What did you have in mind? Do you intend to barter with the riches of Henry Erasmus' estate? This brooch was stolen from my mother by the wicked Edgar Erasmus. He covered his tracks well to make it look legal. In fact, he was able to take it by abusing the law of inheritance. But if you can prove that he deliberately destroyed his father's will in certain estate, including that which rightfully belongs to my mother, will be the ultimate and grand larceny. I'm not suggesting that you bargain with Edgar Erasmus, I'm suggesting that you take him down. It's more personal now than it's ever been. The fact that this magical brooch reacts so chips away proves that it was made specifically for my mother. It's the fact that it can't be hidden by destroying the will. This could be evidence that we need to expose Edgar as the thief he is. So where do we start? I wish I knew. We need a strategy. Bringing an accusation like this against a nobleman isn't something that you do without planning. We need someone who's experienced dealing with political situations. I wish I knew someone that matched that description. I'm friends with some important people in Gilmore, and it seems like important matter to boy about it. Disraeli, have you ever met an archbishop? Can't say I have, but I get the impression that's all about to change. Let's head to Gilmore. What probably will take a couple of days. I should be able to arrange a meeting at Polymetro. Talk with Polymetro. Israel and I met Polymetro in one of Grimmore's private council chambers and explained our findings to him. That's rare, that brochure was indeed something very special. Even I, as a practitioner of magic, find it fascinating. I can't begin to imagine the cultural and historical value it must hold if it's indeed the handiwork of a famous jeweller. With that being said, I'm not sure if you form a case against Edgar Erasmus, if this is your only evidence. I think he's made sure of that. How do you mean? What you told me, both you and Desiree are being pursued for the theft of his item. It was never reported stolen, is that correct? Yes. If that's the case, then how do you prove that he took it in the first place? You have no material evidence. Edgar can claim that the brooch was in Desiree's possession all along. By taking the brooch back, you moved the very thing that could have incriminated him. Furthermore, the only way that you can prove that Edgar sees you entire estate wrongfully is that you can prove that you burned the will. Even if this brooch was originally willed to your mother, the fact is irrelevant if the document can't be brought up to verify it. Even if we can show that Edgar knew that his father's will being lost and profited, that only proves that he had motive to destroy the will. Were this an ordinary civil case, we could look at the history of his last will and testament in the public record. However, Fabergé, being a nobleman, assumed that his estate would be the safest place to store the will. A reasonable assumption for a man who's no danger of protecting his own possession. His will was never a matter of public record. That's rare. You suggested that we go after Edgar using the law. Unfortunately, no, it's not possible. The secret to Edgar's success in usurping his father's estate is that he's using the law as his tool. Law states that in absence of will, custody of Fabergé goes to the eldest offspring. Edgar could be despised in the eyes of the public, or disowned by his own father, but none of that matters in the eyes of the law. Without a will to say otherwise, birthright determines the inheritance of a noble estate. As Fabergé's only descendant, Edgar controls the estate. Blast it, I think he'll ride upon a measure. Edgar's going to get away with it. So what do we do now? Glen's still waiting for us. I talked to him before about using this brooch as a bargaining chip. Edgar has at least done a courtesy of allowing us to keep it, with no report of its theft, which should rightly belong to me, especially now that I can prove it belonged to my mother. As much as it pains me to do this, I think we may need to barter this with Caroline freedom. Maybe we should start some other one from Edgar as well. Polymetro, what do you think about this? I see nothing wrong with Desiree's plan. If she's now recognised the legal owner for this brooch, you should be able to barter for it for your friend's freedom. That being said, Edgar has proved himself to be nothing but greedy and dishonest. If you set foot in Erasmus' estate again, who knows what can happen? Edgar could accuse you of trespassing or some other crime, lock you up and confiscate the brooch. I would recommend that you enter formal negotiation, mediated by a neutral party. Daniel, you're a missionary of the Council of Grimmauld, and I think this matter is important enough to qualify as council business. I can write a letter of request from Judges Hammerhands to request formal mediation between you and the Fabergé estate. Now here's the course. I think it is rare to follow Daniel here to represent her interest in formal mediation. I'm afraid it's necessary in order to justify a request on behalf of the council. That's not a problem. Daniel here the same I skimmed more than once, but I'm trust him with my life, I'm trust him with my mother's brooch. If Edgar's as greedy as I think he is, then accept the offer for mediation. I'll send my letter along. The mediation session should be ready within several days' time. I'll let you know the exact day when I know it. Blah, 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 blah. classic walking jeans. The first time I came around seeing it would be on my only visit in the army over the third time. I still haven't accomplished what I originally came here for. It's time to change that. It sounds like one seems treacherous to navigate and not easy for me to amble over thanks to the legwear I received from the D marchers. These green, a manual, a marvel of craftsmanships. There's but a familiar figure on the horizon, and the figure approaches me until I can make out the familiar form of Noala. Daniel, welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna end it there. That's some progress we made. I will see you again next time we chat to Noala and see what's up with the Dream Marchers. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely day. Keep smiling.